Hello Idaho team, Megan here. As part of our Walking Through Relias series, I wanted to show you guys a little bit more about some of the functionality under training and enrollment. Training and enrollment is going to be all of our materials, so you're going to see training plans, modules on enrollment, and then if we were to utilize these other options, external training templates, video files, career paths, and certificates, those are all housed under here as well. One of the great things that Relias has is the ability to make different enrollment plans. So I'm going to show you how to set someone up for an automatic enrollment plan, as well as how to sign up maybe single learners. For right now, let's go ahead and we'll go through Idaho Blended New Hire Orientation. You'll notice once I'm actually into the edit version, I have a couple different options. This was when originally this curriculum was created that these options were chosen. If you want to see all of the different modules that are in the curriculum, you can go into the edit and you'll see it under modules. So these are all the modules that are currently a requirement for this curriculum. Also, this is going to show, is it usable by us? Okay, so now on to enrollment. I do have this set up for a one-time only, so if you have an employee who has already completed all these criteria, it will not allow them to be re-enrolled in here. This little graduation cap is going to be our enrollment option. So I'm going to click on that. Whenever I click on the graduation hat on either a training plan or a module, it's always going to default to currently enrolled. So it's going to give me a list of the people who are already actively enrolled in this. So let's say that I want to search for myself. It's going to come up with no users because I am not currently enrolled. This is a key thing that if you are searching and you cannot find an employee, likely you are under the currently enrolled and not the enrollment. So if I want to search for someone who is not currently enrolled, I'm going to go to enrollment. This is where I have the option to search through all available employees, in which case I could choose and enroll them if I wanted. Since I want this to be for all employees who are starting new hire orientation, I don't want to have to filter through, add them one by one. I want the system to do it for me. So I can create an auto enrollment. Right here you will see an auto enrollment for Boise new hires. I'll open it up and kind of show you the settings and then walk you through how to create your own. I titled it Boise new hires. I want each of these enrollments to be location specific, even though we'll have multiple locations. That way we're not all auto-enrolling each other's and potentially causing harm. If we just care about our own location and then the other person does the same, we make sure that we have the correct people enrolled. Profile attributes, this would be what kind of customization do I want for the enrollment. I've already selected 2 profile attributes. I did hire date, so I put it as 30 days. And then hierarchies. I want it for Boise License Home in case someone gets miscoded, and then also Boise Supported Living. Down below it's going to show me all the people who would fit in that criteria. Now notice there's more names in here than there was in the original enrollment. I had unenrolled a couple of these people because they were either rehires or transfers and they didn't need to actually take all these courses. Going forward, however, all of these people will naturally be taking these courses. Once I'm ready, I can go ahead and save and enroll, and it will enroll everyone whose profile matches. If I just want to preview, I can click that. This one, however, already gives me the preview. And then if I decide I don't want to have this auto enrollment anymore, I could go and delete profile. So now we're going to go ahead and create one. This one that we're going to create is going to be for Twin Falls. Twin Falls new employees. Attributes, I want to do new hires. So auto enroll any learner hired within 30 days. Now, if I click preview, that's going to automatically do it for the entire company. I need to make sure that I actually have the hierarchy set to the location, not just the title. So I'm going to go back into profile attributes. Hierarchy is easiest because it puts all of the locations under one head. So for hierarchies, if I click here, it brings me my drop-down list. I'm going to go down and search for Twin Falls. I've got Twin Falls Behavior Services, Ops Management, and Supported Living. For right now, I'm just going to select all of them. Whoops. Just in case, and if we need to adjust that in the future, it's very simple to just log in and X one out. And I want it to include every level beneath, so that would be all the locations underneath this. I want to go ahead and preview to see who exactly is going to fall into this. Right now there's a couple people that were hired around this time frame. Now, since this blended learning is not actually active in Twin Falls yet, these employees don't need to take this course, but going forward they likely will be needing to. So I'm not actually going to submit this enrollment until it's time for them to transition to the blended learning model. If I wanted to instead just enroll one learner instead of having a auto enrollment, like let's say that I had an employee transfer from one location to another, maybe from Aspire to SL Start, but they weren't coming as a new hire, maybe I want to just search them, check their name, and then roll. And that would allow for me to automatically or to manually enroll them as well. And it's going to set the initial due date as is defaulted right here. So that is how you would do an auto enrollment for a training plan. Auto enrollments are only available for training plans, not for individual modules. Enrolling in an individual module is much the same thing. If I go back to training enrollment to modules, I'm going to choose one of our locally created modules. So I'm going to filter it down to SL Start. And we'll wait. There's a couple different types of modules. The type of the module is going to change the enrollment process. For example, if I have this, it's a live event. This one is a requirements tracker, and this one is a course. I'll start with course, and then I'll show you how to do a live event. So let's go ahead and do the course ALP ticket system. I'm going to go ahead and see the graduation hat with the plus sign. Now remember, this brings me automatically to currently enrolled. So these are people who have already been enrolled in the course. If I want to add new people, I'm going to go over here to enrollment. Okay, now I have the options of anyone. So let's say that I want to enroll Megan. I'm going to check my name. I have the options to enroll or to enroll and mark complete. If I choose to just enroll, it's going to move me over to the currently enrolled tab. If I move enroll and complete, it gives me the option to choose grade, due date, and when it was complete. This would automatically mark this as complete in my transcript and would show complete over here in the currently enrolled tab as well. Let's go ahead and enroll in an event. One of the ongoing events that we have very frequently is therapeutic options. So I'm going to use that as an example. Okay. Idaho. We just used the one called therapeutic options. So here it is, therapeutic options. It's a live event. I'm going to go ahead and click the graduation cap. This is going to bring you to your sessions. Because this is a live event, it wants to know where, when, and who's instructing it. These are the sessions that have already been loaded in. In a separate video, I will show you how to create your own session. So for enrollment, let's say that I want them to be in this session since this is the only one available. I'm going to click select. Again, it's going to default to the currently enrolled tab. I do not have anyone currently enrolled. I want to go to enrollment. Then I'm going to search for the person I want enrolled. I can put the check marks next to their name, and I again have two options, enroll or enroll and record attendance. So this could be like if I had a supervisor or someone email me saying, hey, Megan's going to be attending TO on this day. I could go in and I could mark her as enrolled, and that way I know that she's expected to be there, but that she hasn't actually completed the course yet. Let's say that I just did TO and now I'm going in here to mark participation. Then maybe if I already know that she was there, I would do enroll and record attendance since she was there. Once I have marked her complete, it's going to automatically put her over into the currently enrolled, but have a nice green circle showing that she has completed that, as well as it will show her in her transcript. Let's say that as I have her checked and I'm getting ready to enroll her, I realize that this was the wrong course, or the wrong time or date. I could do select another session. Now, it's automatically only going to show me future sessions. This box is checked up here. If I uncheck it, it'll give me a list of all previous sessions. So if she had attended a previous session, I could then select that. And then at that point, it's going to bring me to enrollment. I could search her and enroll her in this course. The final way that you can do a completion would be for a requirements tracker. These are things that are not a course and they're not a live event. So maybe it's just like a job requirement. The example that I use is the Assistance with Medication certification. It's not a course that we teach. It's not a course that we have all the materials to. It's just a requirement that they have it. So if I go to Idaho Assistance with Medication Administration, it's a requirements tracker. I'm going to go ahead and go to enroll. Defaults me to currently enrolled. If I want to add someone new, I'm going to go to enrollment. At that point, I would choose who I want to enroll, select them, and I can either enroll, showing that they are anticipated to take the course, or enroll and complete and allow me to complete the day that they completed the course. If I click enroll, there will be a little bit of a wait period before it puts them actively in current enrollment. Once they're fully enrolled, the screen will look like this, and you'll see up here it has upload file options. I can actually click on this paper with the arrow, and that will actually allow me to choose a file. So if I have digital copies of these files, I can add them straight into their transcript. Once I've uploaded the file, I would want to check this and mark complete as the day that it says on the file. So that is how you would enroll various users in training plans and the different types of modules. Stay tuned to some more webinars on how to use Relias.